What's happening, gang, and welcome back to Ruse Reviews. And today we are chatting about Maverick from D. Christopher and the 1914. So, run the credits. Yes, thank you for tuning in again. I'm back in my usual space, no mad oranginess behind me, but that may change as time goes on. But thank you for coming back and joining the channel. Today, we are back with the 1914. You guys know that I love the 1914. They have the monopoly on all things cool, mentalism. They do some close-up bits on their website as well. I've even done a project with them myself called Evanescent. Check that out, shameless plug, shameless plug. But a wonderful company run by Dee and Jack, and these guys are just pushing the boundaries of what you can now do as a modern performer. And what they're bringing to you now is this little puppy, Maverick. There it is, there's that beautiful 1914 packaging that we've grown to know and love. Everything is stunning about the packaging, of course, but what is Maverick? This is essentially a magician's EDC pouch. This is made out of the same stuff that I believe sails are made out of for boats. This is what Dee says in the instructional video anyway. This is what it looks like. Obviously, that's my driving license. I've literally been using this as an EDC for a bit, so it's been in my back pocket and chucked around. And this is solving an issue that a lot of people have, which I have, which I know a lot of performers have, which is how do you carry more than just, you know, one gimmick or two gimmicks in a wallet that you normally carry. And you can have something that could literally fit a deck of cards, coins, it carries a pen, billets, it can carry as many things as you want, but not have it take up loads and loads of pocket space. This is something that you can literally chuck into your gig bag and just have it as extra space for your stuff for gigs. D. Christopher in the instructions even talks about having a whole show built into one of these things so that if you ever get caught short for a gig, or you forget your bits for a gig, or someone gives you a last minute inquiry, you can do a whole show with everything that's in here. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do actually. I'm gonna take my driving license out here because no one wants to see my face twice. That's just bad. But this is what it looks like without the driving license inside. Now, I will say this. A lot of guys out there are already jamming this full of stuff that they will need to perform. And I haven't had this long enough to do this. I sort of build this up with things that I may or may not want to use, but it is also my current EDC. What that means is it will sit in my pocket. And as such, a deck of cards in here would really bulk this out, but not too much. Let me show you what I mean by this. Currently, I've got some coins in here, but let me just show you what it would look like with a deck of cards in here, along with a key and some business cards. I've got some other stuff in here as well, packet tricks. This is what it would look like with a deck of cards in. So it is a little bit bulky. So for me, having that in my back pocket, I'm not really a fan of billfold style wallets. This is about the size of like an old style billfold wallet, right? But if I was out and about, I could just chuck this into a bag. If I had a sling on me or an over the shoulder sort of bag, I could just chuck this in and be good to go. This literally takes up no room at all. So built in within this are a few sneaky hidden things. Built within it is a switch, so you're able to switch items in and out. So if you were going to do a a bill serial number divination, you could have a bill pre-prepared in this wallet and be able to switch in a borrow bill when you want to, and then you can reveal the serial number. Also within this is a card to wallet. I want to say card to wallet. It is a card to wallet. It's a card to wallet, so you can load in a card into here, so you can do what you need to do, palm a card off, load it into this, open up, and be able to take that card out from inside the wallet. It is a very cool load. So Dee teaches this on the instructions with a slide. So he makes a little flap slide, which is very, very cool because there is a mechanism in here that locks that slide into place. So if you're worried about the slide falling down in your jacket pocket, you don't have to worry because the slide slots into place, the card goes in, the slide goes in, and you're able to reveal your signed card. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 external pockets on this thing. It may not look it, but there are 5 external pockets. Some of them are hidden. There's even a pen pocket, so a pen or a pencil can sit into this little compartment here. One thing I wish is that that pen compartment had gone here, like so, just along the side here, because if you put it here, it adds more bulk to the wallet this way, and I'm always about you know, saving sort of bulk as much as possible. But if you add it here, a pen or a Sharpie, one of those mini Sharpies, it's only going to be about the same width as that. So having it along here wouldn't take up any extra bulk, but might just add to the height slightly. So that's my only wish that had happened with this wallet. But other than that, having the pen compartment here is going to be very useful for a lot of performance. All you guys out there that carry billets and want to have some way of writing things down or getting spectators to write things down, having a way to carry around a pen is very, very useful. So as I said, guys out there are already packing this thing out, and you should pack it out with as much stuff as you want to carry for an EDC. You could literally run a whole show off the back of one of these, but because I literally carry this in my back pocket most of the time, I want to keep that form factor as small as possible. So I keep in here at the moment some money, my debit card. There's also Overdraft there by Paul Fowler in the 1914. If you've never seen that before, I have a packet trick here. If you don't know what that is, I wouldn't worry about it too much. It's something that's been in my pocket for a very, very long time, but I always keep that on me. There's an ID window. This ID window can be used for the switches as well. Then in this part of the pocket here, you have the way to get into the switch or load in a card. I should also point out though that if you wanted to, you could use that load as a peek. By loading the card into the compartment that you need to, I'm then able to open up the wallet later on, get a billet out, and I'm able to peek all the information that I need to. That's not mentioned in the tutorial. I did that by accident just because most card to wallets can do this function if you look hard enough or work around it hard enough, but that is built into here. So it's essentially a peek wallet as well. And you'll know that just by playing around with it when you get it. But that's not all D has built into this thing. Along with a load and a switch, there is also an index built into here as well. A similar index found in the Shadow Wallet. So if you have the Shadow Wallet, you know what sort of index I mean. But it's just a nice little addition to have inside here. It can be used as an index. It can also be used to keep things in different compartments if you want to. But it's just a nice little addition thought of with this pouch. What I love about this is how nonchalant it looks, right? This is like from my style, like me, D, all the guys, we all have different styles, right? I tend to have more sort of vintagey garms, and D's sort of slightly more on the gothy end of things. Sorry, D, that might have sounded a bit cringy, but you know, everyone has their own style. I took this to the Sussex Magic Circle last night, and guys there were like, that could just fit into what I use normally. It doesn't stand out. There's nothing that sort of makes this jump out at people as being gimmicky or magic-y in any way. It's just a way to hold things. The nature of the black finish, and it feels waterproof. It probably isn't though, obviously, because there's a zip on it, but it feels like it's that sort of material that is just going to hold up and stand the test of time. And with everything the 1914 do, they all do. The Razor wallet is still one of my go-to wallets, as is Shadow Wallet. These are some great, great products. And what they're doing is they're thinking about the magician as the whole. It's not individualist, it's not just mentalists, it's not just magicians, it's not, you know, it's everybody. Like I would carry not just magic in here, I would even carry film. So like I shoot film photography, so I could even fit a little film in here, like an extra film canister. I could fit loads of stuff in here that isn't just magic, but know that I have loads of magic to perform at a moment's notice. For all of you guys out there that want to hook this onto a bag or onto your keychain, you can do. There is a little hook here, I don't know if you guys can see that, a little hook here. I literally have this on a chain. This was a chain that someone made for me, a leathersmith, and this literally sits onto here like this, and it hooks round onto my belt and sits into my back pocket, so nice and easy. The packaging, as mentioned earlier, is stunning. It is the beautiful gold foil that the 1914 do best. Inside there is a lovely velvety pouch bag. Inside this bit is the download tutorial and the password, but this is the bag that it comes in, and you know what? It's just a nice touch. It didn't need to come in this, but it does. Just another little bit of thought that has gone into that packaging that maybe other companies might not have thought of. The tutorial, as with everything from the 1914, is taught brilliantly. Everything is broken down from an introduction to an overview to what you need to get started with the wallet to 3 effects. My favourite of the 3 is called Lucky Coin, where D takes you on a story of throughout the day he's found this lucky coin. A spectator thinks of a lucky number that pertains to them, and in the course of the routine inside your wallet, that lucky coin is pulled out, and on the back is the spectator's lucky number. Along with this, there's also a star sign divination that's very cool. It also works alongside ESP. So if you own Eclipse, Dee's ESP deck, which is a marked ESP deck, it's very, very cool to use in conjunction with that. And there's also a bill serial number divination that he teaches on there as well. So some really cool routines that you can do straight away with this wallet or pouch. Just call it a pouch. There are some final thoughts right at the end, and you feel like you've watched a complete tutorial. Nothing is left unturned. What good magic props for me should do is solve an issue or solve a problem. This solves a lot of problems for me. If I want to carry around more stuff for an EDC, I can without bulking out the whole of my trousers. If I want to carry even more stuff, I can and just chuck it into a bag and be ready to go for a 2-hour show if I need to. Everything in here, all the pockets are made from the ground up. Even the design for the zip doesn't just stop here, right? It doesn't just stop there. It goes all the way round, a quarter of the way through, so that you can get into that wallet. This is what it looks like on the inside here. I've even got my house key in here along with the coins that I carry day to day. So everything has been thought of when it comes to this wallet. And that's because Dee essentially created the wallet for himself, which means that if he wanted it for himself, I know a lot of people out there are thinking the same things as well. And that's the beauty of companies like the 1914. They can make it happen. This is stunning. This is really, really one of my most favourite things to have come out of 2023 so far. This is sitting directly in my EDC at the moment. If I switch it out, it's sitting in my sling pouch or into my bag, and I'll be taking it to everywhere I go, unless questioned otherwise. But this is definitely one of the best things to come out of 2023, and I am very, very happy that Dee and the team have brought this to fruition. So, well done, Dee. Well done, the 1914. And go pick up your copy of Maverick below. Like and subscribe as always. And I'll see you all in the next Ruse Reviews. Ciao.